Good morning, folks. It is time for coffee and boxing time bouts. This is heavyweight title defense number 6 in Muhammad Ali's current reign as heavyweight champion in my universe. This is the Ali Tunney. I don't know why I want to say Tunney championship, heavyweight championship between Ali Tunney, known as Ali Tunney 2, or will be known as, since their first fight was a 15-round draw in Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas. Ali and Tunney quickly signed an agreement to rematch, anticipating a good purse at the door of Madison Square Garden, New York. Ali never wanted to turn down a challenge, and Tunney, wanting an opportunity to be champion, is going to have to beat one of the greatest of all time. Ali comes into this boxing time bouts game rated. Of course, the boxers are rated for all the games I use, but lately all I've been using is bouts and my games, boxing time and boxing time bouts. I haven't played anything else in a long time. Ali comes in here matched up against Tunney, a B. Tunney against Ali is a D. So a little greater discrepancy between these two in boxing time bouts than in boxing time. Ali was a B versus C in that game, and when fatigue hit, again, the discrepancy became even greater for Tunney. However, they ended up in a draw on the cards. Ali, though, outside of their matchup against each other, we have two other ratings that are paramount. Skill. Ali gets to use 5 dice to roll his chance for scoring on the charts. Tunney gets to use 5 dice on the charts. That's the highest rating you can have in boxing time for skill to score points. However, Ali gets to use the B column. Tunney is reduced against Ali to the D column. Ali has a 4 KO rate in this game, and Tunney a 3 KO rate in this game, which gives Tunney the slight advantage on a potential knockout. So interesting. Ali, subtracting from his grade in the game, all the boxers have a bouts grade. That's how many bouts you can fight them in the universe. Now you can ignore that, fight fighters as much as you want, obviously, but if you're following my career, when I rated these guys, it was how many fights I had fought with them before I rated them for the fight. Ali, remaining in his career, has 53 bouts. Remember, we suspend boxers' career bouts when they're champions, so 6 of his fights are not being held against him. Tunney, on the other hand, has had 11 bouts. He has only 26 remaining in his career. So he would like to be champion because that is going to prolong his career and give him a chance to make a greater name for himself. But at some point here, Tunney is running out of bouts to become champion. Ali still has 53 bouts left in his career. Ali is not a boxer that I fought a lot in my games. I think, for me, it's probably one of those feelings that... I want to say overpopular. I don't think that's fair. He deserves all of the love and respect he's had and will ever get as a man, not just as a boxer, not just a heavyweight sports figure, but as a man. Reality is, though, I've always thought of like, it's kind of like the 72 Dolphins for me. It's like they went undefeated. What more do you got to prove? You know what I mean? So it's difficult for me to make novelty of greatness. And I think many tabletop sports games, even if they call themselves simulators, very often you can make novelty of history. And I kind of prefer, which is one reason I like fictional games. I get to build boxers and find out who they become and who they are without any expectation of performance. For instance, I have seen Tyson in almost all of my games never fare like you would think he would in real life. Now that could be true, right? I mean, would Tyson have been as great if he had fought nothing but great heavyweights? I don't know, but It's always weird to see Tyson decimated in these fights, at least in the boxing games I own. So, all right, I think sometimes their name spoils the, you know, the quality of the team can spoil the game, right? The quality of the matchup. But when they come out to be great fights, like I've had with my boxing time bouts, Tunney has a chance to go the distance with Ali. And it felt like a legitimate, two great fighters in a legitimate matchup. Now, boxing time bouts, there can be some surprises, so let's find out. They use the same concepts of matchups for matchups, but they're actually two completely different boxing games. This one is fast-paced, can be more explosive. It's meant to be that way. Boxing time is my full simulator, even though it's also a fast play game. All right, here we go. Ali gets 5 dice, round 1 underway. Wow, and there it is. Ali right out of the gate is going to go for the quick knockdown. He's going to let the world know that he toyed with Tunney in that first bout for 15 rounds, and here it is, folks. Ali earns right out of the gate a KD, right? So we're going to have a KD, which could be an actual knockout. But we have to roll Tunney first, because it's a simultaneous game. They could both knock each other down. Oh, and they do. No. 2 1s. Counter those 2 6s. Tunney is going to score on his chart a foul chance. Wow. All right, so here we go. Ali has to roll double 5s, double 6s, and this fight's over. And he's going to get double 5s. Fight's over. Ali wins in a knockout in the first round. Wow. KO win. There you go, folks. That's boxing time bouts. And there'll be people who argue that's probably, that makes boxing time bouts probably a little more, I won't say realistic, but it's difficult to get a flash KO in boxing time. But in boxing time bouts, bam, just like that. Let's see for the hell of it. Did Tunney foul? Wait a second. I gotta look at my rule. I forgot. See, both games are different enough that you gotta remember the rules. Multiple occurrences of 2. Nope, he did not foul. Matter of fact, he had 3 4s on that roll, so no foul. And with no foul, he's going to lose the round if he fouls, but he didn't foul, so he will score 10 points. But that's what he was doing when the fight was ended in the first round. Ali wins by KO in first, letting the world know he is indeed the greatest. Well, there it is, folks. So I did more time setting up and talking about it than I actually did playing it. Tunney, Ali puts to bed any doubts, and Tunney. So Ali now is, where's his record? Ali now total is 11, 8, 11 wins, 8 KOs, 3 losses, and 1 draw to Tunney. Tunney now goes to 10 with 3 KOs, 1 loss, and 1 draw. Of course, his draw was to Ali in the first fight. Ali wins, and now Ali, again, that limit is not counted against him because it's a title fight. Excuse me, he's the belt holder. So when you are the champion, you suspend counting age against them. They can be champions as long as they can, right? Tunney, on the other hand, will drop to 25 bouts remaining, and that's in boxing time bouts. This is a rule, but I count it for all of my fights, whether I'm playing fight card boxing or whatever. All those fights in my history will count against all these bouts. So Tunney at some point will be retired from game, right? And you might ask, why are you doing that? Well, because I will never get around to seeing all the boxers and having full careers with other boxers. For instance, I have all my fictional heavyweights for boxing time bouts here, right? Included the ones in the book. So we've got quite a few boxers. Well, when I the game was designed so you create your own boxer and you try to win the heavyweight title. So I also want to do those things, and there might be a time in my history on the tabletop, God grant me a long life, that there'll be boxers who come along who will never face Tunney like real life, right? And Ali will eventually not be part of my universe, and we'll see. But those are holding out hope that I will live long and play a lot. And I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty steady. I try to play at least one thing every morning with coffee. Some are recorded, some are not, you know. Wow, so there it is, the entire sheet of paper wasted on one roll, basically. Ali wins by KO in the first. He is now 11-3-1 in his career. This counts fight card boxing. This counts most of it in boxing time and some in bouts. Tunney, almost everything I've done with Tunney, I've had a couple of fights with Tunney, I think in fight card, I can't remember. Fordyce Boxing, I think I had a fight with Tunney. But either way, this is basically all their fights that happen on my table. So my universe is my table, and I try to keep their records. Wow, there it is, folks. Ali wins with a flash KO, catching Tunney in a beautiful combination and putting him away to win and to let the world know that that first fight, he just wasn't prepared for Tunney's boxing skills. But in the second fight, he knew how to set Tunney up for the big right hand. You know, Ali had one of the fastest lead punches of his era, and he could set that up. He could set up that straight right, or a straight right, if I could speak, right cross beautifully with combinations. And there it is, man. Ali wins. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.